Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, outsiders of all ages, the world feels more complete because the Outsiders is back to full power. And boy, does the Country Gorilla have a story for y'all. But before we get there, let's remind you that we are the Outsiders, brought to you by the good folks at Poncho. Check it out. We're going to do a scroll this week on Poncho because they've got your game day colors. Look at this. First off, a father and son rocking the burnt orange. Let's get to that. But look at all the college colors. Hey, there's a guy you guys might remember. There's a former quarterback for you. How about that? You got all that going on. The 1969, the Smokey, the Darryl. That guy's not a former quarterback, but that guy is. There's Colt rocking the Earl. You got all this good burnt orange stuff. You got all that. Look how cute the kids look in the shirts. Come on. You want to go on more of the maroon side?
Whoa.
That's your deal. Look at the chicken. My man's in the chicken. There's outside the chicken. Whatever you need. And gentlemen, if you want the brightest shirt ever made, I think the Nealon is the way to go. You want to go Tennessee orange? They've got all these colors for you.
Is Willie Robertson in the purple?
They've even got, who is this?
No, I was asking, was it Willie Robertson, but it's not.
No, it's not. I don't know who that is in the purple. Willie's actually lining up a putt here on the Magnolia. All kinds of college colors. Get them set up. Or as we talked about, maybe one of these colors corresponds to the high school that you follow on Friday nights with the Friday Night Lights. Whatever it is, check out ponchooutdoors.com and make sure you mention the Outsiders or Orange Bloods Live when you place that order. Mach 5 is here. The quarterback is here. We've got Jason Dick in the lower right, as we always do. He's rocking a cool Whataburger hat there, the Corpus Christi hooks and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
But more importantly, we have the Country Gorilla. He has returned. Beau Edge, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. The heart, the soul, the engine of the Outsiders is back. Beau, welcome back, sir. How the hell are you?
I am as good as I can be after what I just went through, the life-altering, eye-opening experience to go wrestling ham on you and really throw some hyperbole to it. But no, I'm great. I'm very happy and blessed to be alive, and I'll leave it at that. Okay.
Well, hang on. Hold on now. Hold on. I've interviewed a few people in my life. Blessed to be alive. You went through something that you would consider a life. I mean, like,
yes.
Your life was on the line over the last couple weeks?
Yes, I spent 5 nights in the ICU, and long story short, I won't give you the gory details, but a series of events and me being a stubborn, I can take care of my own ailments with over-the-counter medicines, yada, yada, led to a bleeding ulcer, which then in turn led to me drinking some beers at a neighborhood establishment with some friends. The ulcer did things, and next thing you know, I threw up enough blood to have 3 tears in my esophagus.
Wow.
I have 6 staples lining my esophagus as we speak. And my lesson for being a stubborn prick is I don't get to drink alcohol for, well, let's just say a very long time.
Wow. Are you currently planning to sell any of your bottles of whiskey? Asking for a friend.
I told Chance if he ever made it back up here to visit, hint, hint.
I feel like I'm coming on the 9th.
Are you coming to the event that I was going to tell him about? Awesome.
Why do I feel like Chance is bringing like 2 or 3 barrels to fill?
I'm bringing some empty suitcases when I come.
Yeah. Let me. So for our bourbon connoisseurs, literally in the parking lot before I went to the establishment to have happy hour, I hit the new liquor store because they had Blanton's and a rare E.H. Taylor available. So I just had loaded up on a significant amount of bourbon.
Wow.
And it's going to have to find new homes because it ain't going to be in my belly.
Have you finished all of the 4 Loko that I delivered to your home? Because that is,
No, one does still exist.
Oh no! Come
I
on,
can
just
tell you, there isn't a bet in the world I will make where this will burn the hole in my esophagus.
just one for the road. Come on, man, crack it open right now. We'll have 911 ready if necessary.
I'm just going to say, Jason, I don't care what the creators tell you. Let's not test the Four Loko versus an esophagus. Let's not do that.
I can tell you who will win, and Four Loko wins every time.
Yeah, that's yeah.
On a slightly more serious note, to all our listeners out there, yes, I am a big dumb country gorilla. I goof off all the time. You can mess around with knees and elbows and shoulders, and it's about pain tolerance. If your body, whether it's your guts or your heart or whatever it is telling you there's a problem, for the rest of the people in your life, get it taken care of. Because I'm lucky when I got out that, I've had to meet with numerous doctors. Hey, got tons of blood drawn today. It could have gone a lot different. And any injury like that can go different. I had another friend who was lucky enough to have stents put in because he had 95% blocks in his heart last week. And Jason knows the guy really well and could have died. He only went for another reason, and it was an accident that they found he went in for one thing, and they're like, wait, we're seeing this on your rhythm, and they checked it out. If your body's telling you there's a problem, it ain't manly not to go fix it. Like, I'm sorry, you can call me whatever the hell you want. I love my family. I love my friends. I love this show. I love a lot of things. It's not worth being tough to not have it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's get some fun going.
There you go. Well, we love you, Beau. We're glad to see you back, and certainly wish you all the best. So just one more quick question in terms of you getting around and everyday life and stuff like that. Like, at this point,
he's not any faster.
You're not. I know there's no quick twitch here, but like overall, you're okay. Assuming
I am physically fine. I am still exhausted a lot.
Right.
Especially when I talk too much, which anybody that knows me is 24 hours a day.
Yeah. Give us about 20 minutes. We'll get you there.
What was I going to say? But other than that, I've lost 25 pounds.
Oh.
Boy, that sounds like that's the weirdest diet idea I have.
It's not a diet I would choose, and the diet I have to be on for the next month or so will probably help me sustain the weight loss from a week in ICU with no food, water, or anything. But other than that, I'll be just fine.
All right, man. That's
like it's like I said, I'm blessed. Like there's no if everything goes according to plan, there's no long-term damage as long as I don't treat my body like a porta pot at DKR after a tailgate. So that means, certain things can't go down the esophagus in the future.
Okay.
Just for the record, we are not telling the people how the inciting incident was you trying to pull off the Brent Venables fire hose thing. We're not going to tell the people.
Yeah.
Well,
he was trying to recreate the Boggs cross-country trip.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you got me.
And I am assuming, even though certain things can't be consumed, you are still going to be able to go to DKR, watch a little football this year?
Oh, you're damn right.
Okay.
Hey,
fair enough.
I will say, Chad,
yeah.
prior to preconceived notions, you can actually enjoy football without drinking alcohol. You're not.
That is the wildest idea that's ever been thrown out on the outsiders.
Especially in the South.
Hey, I'm not preaching. If I wouldn't have had this, I'd have a freaking whiskey in this glass right now. Drink what you want, eat what you want. But when your body says stop for a minute, stop. It's not a blinking yellow. It's a freaking red hammer.
Chance, in other places, I would agree with you. My 2 trips to Baton Rouge would tell me that is not the prevailing opinion. That's not how you get through a game day Saturday. So
they start on Thursday.
Beau definitely doesn't need to go to Baton Rouge because just the air might affect the esophagus.
I don't know what I would still love to go to Baton Rouge, but I don't know what would be worse for me. the beer or the spicy gumbo that I would have to eat because it's so damn good.
Yeah, too much temptation. Just stay away from Baton Rouge. That's probably going to be your best bet moving forward.
Good thing my neighbor's from New Orleans and is a diehard Cajun cook.
That is fantastic. All right, we are so glad Beau is back, and we're glad that he is healthy and that he is out of ICU. And it was a scary couple of weeks. And that we've been thinking about him, and I know a lot of you guys have been thinking about him and sending your best wishes out, and we do appreciate that. We also appreciate our great partners around here at The Outsiders, including Kimberly and the good folks at Covert Ford. Let's hear from them, and we'll talk some Longhorn practice here.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Covert, and since 1909, the Covert family has been committed to Austin's community. For 116 years, we've grown with Texas, driving progress, building trust, and serving the Austin community. Whether it's the all-new 2025 F-150 or the versatile 2025 Ford Maverick, we're here to help you find the perfect fit, just like we've done for generations. At Covert Ford, it's more than cars. It's about family, service, and a legacy of trust. Visit covertford.com and become part of our story.
All right, all of you have been waiting, especially the lower right, Jason Dick. Today, as we speak to you, actually it'll be yesterday because we're debuting on Thursday this week. Shout out to you whenever you're checking us out. Thank you to the Outsider fans. Yesterday, Wednesday, was the first practice for the Longhorns. Arch Manning, QB1, starting quarterback for the Longhorns. At least now, Jason, there might be a battle here, but
what?
Number 6?
Trey Owens is making a push.
Trey Owens, maybe making a push. Trey Owens is going to fight for that number 2 spot. Arch and the guys were out there yesterday getting it officially started. So practice has begun for Texas, and now you get into practice reports. You go to orangebloods.com for the very latest. And as is always the case, when they let the media peek in on the first couple practices, there's always something to find, like a true freshman at nickel the whole first day of practice. Go to orangebloods.com and look up who that was. The name might surprise you. It certainly surprised Alex Dunlap. But we're into practice. We're ready to go. Chance, it was 102 when they hit the practice field today. Did you ever do any of those?
Well, let me tell you something. It may have been 102 in Austin, but I spent last week in Baton Rouge, like I told you guys. Mm-hmm. It could have been 180 in Austin, and it still wouldn't feel like Baton Rouge. So, you know what? I don't feel bad for them, not one bit. After what I endured last week, I don't care that they get to practice. I don't.
It's a special kind of hot. That's a different kind of hot, man.
Let me tell you. I would come down from the residence towers into the lobby, and then at the LeBerge, you have to walk through the lobby, and then you take an elevator down into the parking garage. Mm-hmm. You're inside, and when the elevators open, you get hit with the humidity from outside like a sack of nickels. You're like, it's 6:42 in the morning. What the hell is this? But no, look, I think we used to always take pride in, and that's a whole different kind of heat, but we used to take a lot of pride in the fact that we were better conditioned and we were prepared to play those early games because of the heat in the South. That's why it was a shocker when Stanford came in and did what they did. When North Carolina State did what they did, because, we felt like we owned those early parts of the season. And part of that was getting out there and fighting in the sun and fighting in the heat and dealing with that. And Mac did a great job with really, the early morning practices. And then he'd sprinkle in those 4:30 practices that were brutal. But, when it got too high, we were inside. And so it's not that bad. And you're so excited to be out there anyway. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, you've worked so hard. They've been out there working in this heat all summer long for nothing. Well, it's not you're working for something. I get it. But, you're just trying to get there. Well, now you're here. Now you get to put the helmet on. Now you get to go, and you're working towards something. We're working towards game one now. They got the clock up there saying, 31 days or whatever the count is until we play Ohio State. So you're starting to see it's getting real, and so that takes away from the heat. The heat goes away. Is it hot? Yeah. But this is what you've worked for. Now we're here. Let's go play some football.
Yeah. That's how you get conditioned, how you get ready to go. All right, this week coming up, the Mach 5 Top 5 in honor of the sequel everybody was waiting on, in honor of Happy Gilmore 2. In honor of Happy Gilmore 2.
You better be talking about Bad Bunny.
Haley Joe Osment,
Chance Mock, and the incredible cameos. Chance Mock is going to lay out for you He's one of the biggest Adam Sandler movie fans we know. He's going to give us his definitive top 5 Sandler movies coming up in the Mach 5 top 5.
Hey, can I just say, by the way, Chad, I have scheduled my elective surgery to have my hip flexors cut so that I can make sure that I hit the ball a very long way, because apparently, according to the movie theater, what I see on the silver screen, hit the ball a long way. Not only par, birdies are in play, eagles are in play at Star Ranch, Jason.
Heck yeah.
There's a lot available if that science is real. I'm just going to tell you. There's a lot of things available on a golf course.
A couple surgeries lined up for the next 2 months. If that's real.
Hey, while you're in there.
While you're in there, snippy snip.
Hey, I've hit my deductible. Could we go ahead and take care of this while we're in here?
Yeah, that might be
the deductible. What's a deductible?
That is the only way I think I could ever hit a 300-yard drive, is if they could do that, where I could turn even further all the way around. All right, so before we get to Mach 5 top 5, any other thoughts on Texas football starting practice? This is the show where they come for all the hard-hitting.
I do want to say this.
Info.
I do want to say this, Chad. I saw some film from the guys at Orange Blood today, and I've been talking about the kid for a while. I think the guy to keep your eye on that could surprise, maybe not us, maybe not people that follow Texas football, but the bigger SEC and national crowd, watch out for Parker Livingstone. The kid is big. I mean, he's very big, and he's fast. And I think he's a matchup nightmare for a lot of people. And I think he's a guy, with all the interest that's going to be put on the other two, I think he's a guy that could really have a significant kind of surprise or sleeper role this year.
Yeah. Coach Jackson was asked this week about, is he really going to be a part of this rotation? And he said 100%. They love what he's doing. So it's going to be fun to watch those receivers. Ryan Wingo's already getting a lot of great attention today, just looking like the badass that he is in a second year, really stepping into the role of receiver number 1. He and Arch already connected on a long bomb touchdown. Jason, you would have loved it. Long, deep ball accuracy from Arch Manning, your guy. It's already happened. It already happened in the first practice.
I saw it from here. I saw it in Manor. I saw the ball arc across the sky, and I was like, oh, Texas practice must be underway.
Exactly.
I would like to highlight, though, somebody I saw on your social media, Chad Hastings, somebody showing off the toughness. Chris Del Conte out there in a full suit on the first day of practice. Can we? That? I mean, yeah, I don't know if he's flexing or what, but can we get this guy some gear? Can we get him some shorts and a T-shirt? Because
I thought the same thing. Like, wait a minute, CDC. We can't get CDC some like burn orange dry fit in 100 degrees.
I just walked from the parking lot to the poker room today, and I'll tell you that my lower half was like the aforementioned Baton Rouge bucket of a boudin. All right. I was not in good shape there, and he's wearing a full suit. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Which establishment was this? The parking lot isn't that big.
Oh, yeah. Well, I heat up quick, Beau. I heat up quick.
Yeah. Right. CDC, as always, supporting any and all programs. But, yeah, he was at
he's a ready-bake oven, okay? He is ready to go.
Yeah. He was
if Chance gets to throw out his name, I got one I want to throw out, too.
Okay.
I had a lot of time reading football magazines and other things while I was laying in a room. I'm really buying stock in Hero Canoe. There has been a historical lineage of Texas of underrated or defensive tackles that came out of nowhere to become stars. He fits the profile. A guy that was late to play football, a guy that's kind of younger in his development mentally as a football player, was good enough to be in the rotation at Ohio State, just not good enough to start. Kind of reminds me to a lesser extent of guys like Alfred Collins. Physical freaks, but just could never break into the starting lineup. Maybe the change of scenery gets him a little more time right away, but the guy is a freak if you watch his tape. I think Hero Canoe is going to become a star at Texas.
Other than CDC, Jason, give me a name and Arch. Give me a name that you're interested in for this Texas team.
Well, I've already Googled Hero Canoe because I would have figured that's something you get at Cabela's, but apparently he's going to be playing in the Burnt Orange this year. So I'm gonna investigate that situation. Can I just say all of the running backs? I think our running back situation, like there's some people who will tell you that CJ Baxter is going, like he's going to be all SEC. Trey Wisner is on the Doak Walker watch list. Like, who is going to be the guy who is going to get all the carries there? So I'm real interested to see what's going to happen with that running back room.
I think, and to piggyback Beau, Travis Shaw is another one. He's another transfer that I think is going to be playing. When I watch Baker talk about him and, is he ready? Like, the way that he lit up as a coach, like, it was almost like he knows something the rest of us don't know. Mm-hmm. That, they got a guy that I think he is very, very comfortable with. I think that defensive tackle room is freaking stocked.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see how they do.
Look at Texas over the last 5 years. Some of the guys that ended up staying, like Tavondre Sweat, Byron Murphy at one juncture, Alfred Collins, Baron Sorrell, these guys that in a different mindset might have portaled somewhere else and become the draftable stars that they are. Texas is getting those guys from other places now. This is all NIL related. They came to Texas because the check was bigger, just like the commit the other day when they said that Texas doubled Georgia's offer for the linebacker Atkinson. Like that. These aren't guys that they didn't want at Purdue, North Carolina, Ohio State. No, these were guys that were paid premium dollars to come play roles here. So I do anticipate them being great.
A couple of other defensive notes that I found interesting. Some switching of positions. We already knew Trey Moore was going to go from the outside more to an inside position at linebacker. But how about linebacker to edge? Brad Spence, the guy they got from Arkansas, working exclusively apparently at edge now. So look for number 14 to go back outside, or not back outside, but outside to edge. I thought that was an interesting move for Texas. And for you Justice
out there.
And for you Justice Terry fans, he's working at both D tackle and DN to start things off, because they've said sometimes they're going to throw him out there and put him on the edge, maybe let him go a little bit on a third down. So Justice Terry, who's wearing 15, I believe.
You have somebody that freakish, like you just get him on the field and cause havoc. Like he's a freshman. He's going to make mistakes. It's kind of the same thing they did with Anthony Hill a couple of years ago and Colin Simmons last year. He won't play a ton early, and then all of a sudden you'll just see him come in, and by the end of the season, he's the guy everybody's talking about. You got to block that guy.
Yeah, absolutely. So keep your eyes on the Longhorns. As long as we're talking defense, let's thank another one of our great partners. Guys, check out what our man PK was wearing at the media availability this week. Last Stand hats. It's the hat PK wears in this picture for sure. We can't verify any of the rest of it, but in this picture, he is wearing a Last Stand hat. That's right. I'll even throw a QR code up there for you. It is the True Fans brand. They've got the all gas, no brakes if you need it. They got DBU if you need it. They've got Occupy Left Field if you need that. Go check them out, laststandhats.com. Also double check on whether or not they have that exclusive membership card we've been telling you about these last couple of weeks. Shout out to Last Stand Hats, and shout out to Mr. Kwiatkowski for walking in there this week with that hat. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to show it to you guys, Outsiders Nation. So we appreciate PK. I know the Last Stand guys appreciate PK, giving them a little bit of love. Last Stand hats. And remember, you can also check out one of these bad boys if you need an Outsiders hat. If you want to be legitimately worth the shit, there's 12 different color combinations. Your grandmother probably needs one, and I know her birthday's coming up. So get her an Outsiders hat at Last Stand Hats. All right, Longhorns starting practice, ready to roll. Beau's back. We're excited about that. And finally, after years of negotiations with Shooter McGavin, they figured out a sequel for Happy freaking Gilmore. So I think it's time for a Mach 5 Top 5. He loves Adam Sandler movies. What are the best Sandler movies? Mach 5 Top 5. It is brought to you by the good folks at Integro Construction Services. Before we get too far into it, Beau is going to tell you about Integro Construction Services. Beau, welcome back. I tried to tell him for a couple weeks, but I can't do it as good as you. So tell him about Integro.
Integro is what makes sure that your roof is protected like I wish my throat was 2 weeks ago. They spray the Go Nano technology on your roof. It adds 5, 10, maybe even 15 years of life back to your roof. It rejuvenates your shingles. It adds an extra layer of wind protection up to 150 miles an hour. Hail, you're protected. Rain, you're protected. Integro is the only licensed dealer of the Go Nano technology in Central Texas. The phone number is 987-1273. That's 987-1273. They also just hired a new person. For those of you from the Round Rock community, you may be familiar. His name is Jason Venable. So give Jason a call if you want to help. And also, if you have other construction needs, Integro can take care of that too. They aren't just Go Nano. That's what we're promoting. But if you have a construction project, get with the professionals. 987-1273. Tell them the Outsiders sent you.
There you go. Shout out to Integro. We will go ahead and leave that. We'll leave that up on the screen. Also, hang on. Let's see if I can do this. Come on, get it done. Wait, where'd it go? Hold on. What happened? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Beau, this is just for you and the folks at Integro. We made up a little crawl that we'll run while Chance is doing his Mach 5 top 5. All right, Chance Mach, Adam Sandler fan extraordinaire, top 5 Sandler movies. Go.
So first of all, this was by far the hardest Mach 5 top 5 I've ever had to do. Like, it's not even remotely close because let's just put it this way. My honorable mention is a co-tie between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. There's 12 honorable mentions.
Oh, dear God. Holy smokes. The dirty dozen of unmentionables.
And call it a freaking day.
No, Adam Sandler. If they're, they always ask, like, who's one person you would like to have dinner with? Adam Sandler. Who's your favorite actor? Adam Sandler. Like, it's not even. He's so far at my number one that number 2 can't even see where number 1's at. All right.
Okay.
Number 5. Just because I don't know why I think it's funny, and it's always been funny, is 50 First Dates. Like, the idea for me that every day you have to wake up, like, the premise of the movie cracks me up in and of itself. The brother that's on the hormones and like the whole thing is freaking great.
Okay. 50 First Dates, number 5.
Number 4, Mr. Deeds. How can you ever not have an Adam Sandler top 5 without Mr. Deeds? The guy who partied all night long with Andre Agassi. Come on.
Wow. All right.
John McEnroe, sorry.
Okay.
Number 3, where you learn how to pee on a wall and spell your name, and we find out that McDonald's breakfast is not served after 10 a.m. Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Okay.
Number 2, it was hard not putting it number 1. You'll understand why number 1 is what it is. It's actually 2 of them. It's the whole Grown Up series. Like, the whole crew together. I love freaking Grown Ups. I almost dropped an F-bomb. I love Grown Ups. I love Grown Ups 2. When you bring Shaq in, the pissing in the pool, the big fight with the frat boys, like, the whole Grown Ups thing, I love.
Okay. Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2 tied at number 2. All right.
Now, I will tell you before I get to number 1, it hurt me not to put the Zohan with Scrappy Coco in there just because he had a giant bush.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1, because without these movies, you would not have Happy Madison Productions. That is Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. Those are combined number 1. They will always be number 1. That is what gave us Happy Madison Productions, which gave us the rest of them.
Wow. Breaking all the rules possible, just throwing 2 movies in to a slot whenever he wants. Jason Dick, 50 First Dates at 5. Mr. Deeds is at 4. Big Daddy at 3. The Grown Ups Collection at 2. And Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison at number 1. What do you do? What the hell do you do with that?
First of all, yeah, I mean, the segment is called the Mach 5 Top 5. He has 7 movies in his top 5.
He does.
To go
but
along
12
with
honorable mentions.
12 honorable mentions.
Apparently. Adam Sandler movies are shorter than regular movies, so it kind of adds up.
Is that what it is? Real quick, Chance, please do not list 12 movies. I will cut you off if you do. Just give me like 2 of the 12 honorable mentions.
Blended is hysterical to me.
Okay.
and Waterboy.
Blended and Waterboy. Okay. All right.
All right.
Jason Dick, what adjustment would you make here?
So many. Look, first of all, I'd like to say that I also am a huge fan of Adam Sandler. I think he's hilarious. You could argue like the biggest movie star in the world, and by all accounts, still like a really awesome, humble, down to earth, fun dude. Who unfortunately
He takes all his guys with him, by the way.
Yeah. Who unfortunately stopped making good movies around 25 to 30 years ago.
Pixels was great.
I'm
Pixels
sorry.
was great.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a couple of very acceptable, good Adam Sandler films in just a second. But, and I don't know if it's too close to the release to really get into Happy Gilmore 2 if we're going to do spoilers. But as Happy would say, I'm going to tell you, it's a real great movie.
I loved it.
It was a good movie.
Look, it's fun, okay? And if you are a huge fan of the first movie, which I am, you will enjoy it. But in terms of being a good movie, here's a problem. This is both the feature and a problem. The movie is loaded, jam-packed with cameos from incredible golfers, from rappers, from all kinds of people who are not professional actors. And it shows on the screen. Scotty Scheffler.
How dare you?
Oh, but Scotty Scheffler going, oh no, not again. And the worst acting ever was freaking hysterical.
Funny.
The Scheffler performance and the John Daly performance should get an Oscar
John
nomination.
Daly wasn't performing. That was his job.
John Daly's good. I'm down with John
Up
Daly.
to John
Okay?
Daly.
I don't know. Look, I guess save Ben Stiller. Julie Bowen is probably the best actor in this movie. They kill her off in minute 7. Spoiler alert.
Whoa, spoiler alert.
Sorry. I just like, what are we doing here?
Dare you defame Bad Bunny?
Honestly, as I said, my expectations were very low because I have not really seen a Happy Madison production that I thought was real good since Big Daddy. I really did like Big Daddy. Okay, Joe Carter, that Toronto Hooters. I love that movie, but like all of the other stuff, including, look, I'll cut to the chase because clearly you guys are fed up with my film.
No,
snob.
I want to hear this, Jason. Do not spare me. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna strike Grown-Ups. Grown-Ups
kicking Shaq out
and Grown-Ups too. I'll admit I've barely seen these. Okay, they've been on cable in the background, but I just looked it up for you. And not to say that this is the authority on great filmmaking. Do you know the Rotten Tomatoes score for Grown-Ups?
42.
Anybody else got a guess?
37.
All right.
I think they're in the right neighborhood, probably just under 50.
It's 10. Okay, 10 out of 100.
Grown-Ups 2 or 1?
No. Grown-Ups 1 is 10% out of 100. That's 1 out of 10 critics gave it a thumbs up. But not to be outdone, keep scrolling. You'll find Grown-Ups 2 is an 8. Okay, it got 8%.
Hey, when you were in college, you'd have taken an 8. I guarantee you.
Damn. All right, Grown-Ups is out.
Yeah.
What are you putting in at number 2?
By the way, Jack and Jill is 3%. I don't know if you're a fan of that one, Chance.
I have never seen that movie.
The cross-dressing
not one of my
Sandler.
favorites.
It's only 3%. Now, the thing is, Adam Sandler is actually a tremendous actor, okay? And there are movies, real movies, that he's made with real filmmakers that I would consider very good pieces of work. So I'm going to cross out Grown-Ups, and I'm not going to put in Funny People, which is a good movie you should see.
It's a good movie, yeah.
I'm not going to put in Hustle, which is another great film. Netflix joint. Anthony Edwards, what's up? I am going to put in Uncut Gems, okay? Directed
Trevor loves you.
by the Safdie brothers. It is a very intense movie, okay? High stress film to watch, but an incredible piece of filmmaking. I would say it is near a perfect movie, except for I went to see it in the theater while vacationing in Hawaii because it was raining. And I was so on edge. I was like, what the fuck are we doing in the movies? I'm in Hawaii. Let's go outside. But other than that, a perfect movie. So I'm going to take out Grown-Ups and Grown-Ups 2 with a combined 18% on Rotten Tomatoes and put in Uncut Gems.
I like that the Rotten Tomato scores of those two movies together can't drink legally. I love that. That's a great fact.
But
Okay, so uncut.
But
Yes.
Chad, in fairness, in our great society, they put together cannot drink legally, but we can send them off to war to die. Like, just FYI, like
We can't.
I
do
would
that.
send those movies off to die.
I was
would
just about
send
to
them
say,
off.
which some people think maybe is good for those movies. Okay, Beau, you're back. You're back on The Outsiders for the first time in a while, and this is the task we give you: 50 First Dates, Mr. Deeds, Big Daddy, Uncut Gems is now in, and the Happy Madison combo at number 1. What do you do with it?
Okay, so I'd made my list before, and 3 of them are still on there. So those were well done.
Okay.
And I have no issue with Uncut Gems. I was thinking more on the comedic line, but Uncut Gems was a great movie.
Yeah.
But 50 First Dates has to go for a multitude of reasons. One, believing that Adam Sandler in his prime was the womanizer of Hawaii is the silliest thing in the universe.
He wore sunglasses and he jumped on a jet ski. That was incredibly athletic.
Adam Sandler gets women with charm and charisma, and he has to work them down. He didn't have that kind of time to get Drew Barrymore, who, by the way, makes me want to vomit blood in my mouth again.
Oh my God.
So
What?
no. We're going with the original Adam Sandler that's launched the whole thing with a cast of characters, and he was a role player, but he played it so well, and he got relations in the movie. It is Airheads.
Oh.
I cannot believe Beau just went with Airheads. You know what, Beau?
Did you not laugh at that movie? Brendan Fraser pretending to be rock and roll. Steve Buscemi. Adam Sandler is the quiet guy that plays the drums and gets the women.
Just when I think you may be still a little bit out of it from your trip to the ICU, you do something like this and totally redeem yourself. Well done, sir. Well done. Now, you didn't mention the Lemmy
Well, I was
cameo.
saying that for you, but obviously a movie that honors Lemmy and Motorhead is going to hit near and dear to your heart.
The fact that Lemmy does his incredible cameo does add to Airheads. I am an Airheads fan, so I like that you. I don't even consider that an Adam Sandler movie, but he is in the movie. So, what's his name?
I had a lot of time to ponder my thoughts when this topic was made.
He's Pip in the movie, right? Isn't that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beau,
All
do you like Airheads? Because if I recall the plot correctly, they take a radio station hostage, which is what you've done your entire career.
That is correct. That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
as long as
close,
you don't
it's
say
close
I
to my heart,
Brendan
Jason.
Fraser.
I wish they would have let me do it for a little more than 25 years. I only made it 25 years holding them all hostage.
Hey, Chad, you're the only one that wasn't told to leave the building. You were asked.
However you want to phrase that, sure, yes. Told, asked, informed.
And for those wonderful people out there that don't know how the radio world works, they let you finish your show and then call you into the office because they don't let you go back on air after you get
No. Rarely do they tell you before the last show. Rarely does that ever happen.
They're going to squeeze those last few live reads out of you. That's a guarantee.
That is it. All right. As the arbiter of truth here, let me just take a look at this list. I kind of like this list where it ends up. The most important thing was getting the grown-ups movies out of there, which Jason did. Thank you, sir. Well played. And then I actually like the Sandler Barrymore combo, but I don't know that I'm willing to fight for it on a top 5. I'll just trust you guys that Mr. Deeds is a movie.
Hilarious.
Here's the reason I'll allow Mr. Deeds to stay in. I've not seen a second of it, but I believe I know that. Isn't John Turturro in that movie?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I need to know. I respect John Turturro enough to believe that it might be enough of a motion picture to make this list.
And Adam Sandler landing Winona Ryder is believable.
Okay. See, I didn't even realize she was in it. So she's legit too.
All the times that I've made the reference of very, very sneaky. That just went right over Chad every time.
Yep, never knew. I have never seen
fireplace poker in his toe. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have seen bits and pieces of Big Daddy. I've never seen it all the way through unedited because my wife always watches it edited and it pisses me off.
I can't live with this right now, Chad.
But I know the movie enough to know it's good. I love the co-star. What's her name? Adams. What's her name? Anyway.
Joey Lauren Adams.
There you go. Joey Lauren Adams. Love her. So
Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I think Big Daddy's there. I like that also Jason got professorial on us and threw in like a serious Adam Sandler movie to give it feel like there's credit there. Because I don't know what its Rotten Tomato is, but it's got to be higher than 18%.
91.
There you go. There's a 91.
So you know what my most serious Adam Sandler is? Look it up while you're looking at that, Jason. And most people didn't like it. I loved Reign Over Me. I thought that was I thought it was a great. It's REIGN, by the way.
Okay.
All right, so here's
I don't know if I know that one.
I've never seen that one.
All right, so Chance, since you are such a fan, I'm going to test you here. We are going to adhere to the Mach 5 top 5, as Jason referenced. I'm going to make you pick out of these 3 movies, Billy Madison, Big Daddy, and Mr. Deeds. One of them has to go. One of them has to go. I was just going to take Billy Madison out because I'm not a big fan of Hebby-Hoo, Adam Sandler, but you put it at number 1. So I got to give it that respect. But we can't let 2 movies live in one spot. So, and maybe you want to move Happy Gilmore. You could do that too. Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Big Daddy, Mr. Deeds. One of those 4, we're going to have to ask to exit to stage left. Because I'm enough of a metalhead, I'm going to leave Airheads in there. What do you do?
I'm putting this on so I can bash my head on the freaking wall.
What are you doing? What is the 4th best movie of those 4?
Deeds. Cut Deeds.
We cutting Mr. Deeds because it's number 4? What are we doing?
You know what? This is like the old story.
Here, I'm going to join you, Chad.
It's like trying to cut the baby in half. I'm not cutting the baby in half. You make the decision.
Oh, well, then it's easy. Since I haven't seen those other 2 in their entirety, and even thinking about a scene of Billy Madison makes me want to vomit in my mouth, it's out. Sorry. I've never understood Billy Madison. I don't know why that's an entertaining movie to anyone. And again, the Hebby-Hoo isn't funny to start with, but him acting like an 8-year-old for the entire movie just doesn't quite land for me.
To school
ever. Other than Bridget Wilson.
Show my dad I'm not a fool.
Other than Bridget Wilson, that movie does absolutely nothing for me. And I could watch, and all I had to do was watch Pete Sampras matches back then to see her. So we're gonna go Airheads at 5, Mr. Deeds at 4, Big Daddy at 3, Uncut Gems at 2, 91% Rotten Tomatoes, and what's the original Happy Gilmore's Rotten Tomato?
Yeah, because I was just on this today. I believe it's 60. It's in the 63 range.
Well, that's stupid.
Which
that
is
should be a little high.
Does seem too low.
That should be a little higher.
However, the Happy Gilmore 2 is 61. So I don't
okay. If that stays there, the first one needs to go up. Yeah. If 2 is 61%, part 1 is, come on. We got to get up into the 80s.
You have to be a nostalgic fan of the original to appreciate 2. Yeah. If you're not, then 2 really is the most campy goofball thing.
Yeah.
But here's what I told my brother. My over-analytical genius brother who didn't even study for the LSATs and got it tested in the 98th percentile, he was like, it was just stupid. I said, because the first one was, you were 15 years old, and it was stupid. Like, would you expect it to be like the Titanic? Like it was going to have some great plot that you were like, it was what you expected.
Those movies are meant to be stupid. He realizes that, right? Like those movies aren't constructed to be The Godfather. Like, come on.
And I will say that it was very like, there were so many little Adam Sandler, like The Longest Yard. It's not the original, but like there was lines in The Longest Yard that I thought were great. And
that one was pretty good. I like that one.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Blended was freaking hysterical, I thought. I thought Blended was a really funny movie.
Yeah. Chance, my girls are both addicted to anything with Sandler and Barrymore. Obviously, Beau does not need to watch with them because they would be upset at him. But they love those movies and they love Blended. I bet my daughter and wife have watched Blended 25 times together.
And my mom loves Spanglish. That was my mom's favorite when I was talking to her. She was a big Spanglish fan. Okay. 8 Crazy Nights for a freaking cartoon was actually pretty funny. I thought it was pretty well done. But I mean, like when you watch a Adam Sandler movie, I think you know what it's expecting. That's why I think Reign Over Me was so good. And if you get a chance to see it, he lost his family and he shut himself off, and then he reconnects with Don Cheadle, who ends up, who is his his college roommate or something, who's successful, and like it's a very deep movie. It's kind of a dark movie. It takes place in New York City, and it's always at night. It's weird, but I don't know, man. Like it's hard. I'm hard. Like Little Nicky. I never got into Little Nicky. Like that's an Adam Sandler movie that I was like, okay, it's like.
That's another one I've never seen Little Nicky. I enjoyed your imitation there. That was good.
That's what he did the whole movie.
I've never seen Little Nicky. Again, shout out to Integro Construction Services, 987-1273. Check out the Go Nano Roof Coating. We appreciate them, and we appreciate Chance putting together his Adam Sandler list. Beau, real quick, what about like Wedding Singer? Is it just anything with Barrymore in it drives you crazy?
No, it was
you just don't buy the combo.
Like the whole deadpan in Wedding Singer, the whole deadpan where he's like, Julia?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wedding Singer.
Why is that funny? He's like, it's not funny. I have no idea.
Wedding Singer is funny to me. And that's Drew Barry. I don't like Drew Barrymore. I think it's an ET thing, and I don't know what it is. But
wow, it goes all the way back to ET. This is a long-running thing for you.
So we need to have a sit down with Beau.
The whole movie around the Wedding Singer is funny as hell, and you got Billy Idol, so that automatically brings it way up. 50 First Dates has no other funny people. The role characters aren't that funny.
How dare you? Drew Barrymore's dad? That guy's hilarious. And he showed up in Happy Gilmore 2 on the beach. It was great.
Maybe him, but that's it. Like Rob Schneider rarely makes me laugh, other than like in Big Daddy when he's like lemon tuna fish.
Did you not like Rob Schneider appearing as the midget on the tricycle?
Oh, no, that was great.
I just can't believe
you can do it.
I not only love the fact that you have a Drew Barrymore issue, I love that it started with E.T. Like that. Hey, look, when she was the fire starter, I was fine, but she just got too pretentious during E.T. I'm dane. I'm out.
No, like I feel like Chad.
Like Bo's 5 in that movie.
Chad, I have a full. Our highest rated show in history would be a show of Beau laying on a couch and us just trying to dig into this Drew Barrymore issue and just let him talk for 45 minutes about why what is his issue with Drew Barrymore.
It was so great.
What's the line from Tombstone? I don't know, but I'm sure of it. I hate her. That's me, Drew Barrymore.
Oh, that is so good.
There's just something about her. Yes, I hate her.
Yeah. Just okay. There it is.
One of my best friends has the same thing with that old. When we were younger, there was an actress in Dawson's Creek named Michelle Williams.
Yeah, I know Michelle Williams. Yeah,
one of my friends, it doesn't matter who at the moment, but absolutely despised her. Like if she walked on the TV, he would throw shit at it. He hated her. Wow. And none of us understood why, but it was like deep seated.
All right, fair enough. Hey, heart wants what the heart wants, and the heart doesn't want what the heart doesn't want. Sometimes you can't explain these things. But if you ask him to, Jason Dick will explain his favorite golf course to you. It is called Star Ranch. He's about to tell you about when he hit a hole-in-one or some other story.
I have never hit a hole-in-one. However, I have had such tremendous times at my favorite golf course in all of Central Texas, the golf club at Star Ranch. I know some of y'all are probably upset with me for my Happy Gilmore 2 opinion, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I liked golf a little less because of that movie. And the only thing that can bring me back is the golf club at Star Ranch, baby. The best place to play around here. And even now, what did we say it was? 103 today? Oh, hydrate before you hit the links out there, boys. But the course always looking tremendous. I don't know how they do it, but the fairways still green and lush, even when all of the other courses around town are turning brown. It's perfectly green and beautiful out at the golf club at Star Ranch. Green's in great shape. You can make putts on these greens. Eagle is available. Birdie is available. Not for all of us, but a great place to host a tournament as well. If you are looking to do something like that, you can call them or scan the QR code there to set up your charity tournament or just your tee time for this weekend. It's the golf club at Star Ranch, 252 Golf to set up your tee time.
Darn right. Somebody wants to talk hole-in-ones?
I do. So this question, and I heard Jason talking about the hole-in-one he scored at Star Ranch 2 weeks ago, but I have a question for you golf aficionados.
Mm-hmm.
As we know, we are in training camp, and so now we're listening to a lot of sports talk radio from NFL teams, some of them up in Buffalo. And this question was presented, and I would like to know you guys' opinion on this. On the first tee, everybody, we call it a breakfast ball, whatever you want to call it. You get 2 off the first tee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You hit the first one, and it sails out of bounds. You're obviously playing in a scramble. In a tournament at this point, because you wouldn't be teeing off on the first tee at a par 3. But your second ball, you put it down, and you get a hole-in-one. Does that count as a hole-in-one?
No. Depends on the situation, but in your soul, you would know that's a no.
Do you have to buy round for everybody in the clubhouse afterwards?
Well, and that's if you want to claim it as a hole-in-one, pull out your wallet. If you want to be a cheapskate like I was when I made my hole-in-one at Star Ranch, by the way, on number 4. Jason,
nice.
Check it out.
Oh,
Great little hole. But at the time that I made it, I was exhausting all my free rounds after we had been politely told to get the hell out of the horn. And I was unemployed. I did not have a lot of dineros. So when I made my hole-in-one, I told my buddies, I got a lot of whiskey at home, but I ain't paying for this shit.
That's funny. That is good.
And they still give me crap to this day, which is well-deserved. But I was like, hey, I got you all free on the golf course. Your drinks wouldn't have cost more than a free round of golf. So shut up and come drink whiskey.
Yeah. Chance, I think it depends. It just depends on if you get everyone on the tee box. You're assuming you're with other people on the tee box, right?
Yeah, you're with your foursome in a tournament.
As long as the mulligan has been accepted by everybody, then I think it's a hole-in-one.
No, if it is see, I think I got confused when you said you hit it out of bounds. So
I'm saying it's a breakfast ball.
Is your third shot. Like I actually did that once in a high school tournament in Lampasas on this goofy ass hole. I shanked it out of bounds off the first shot on a par 3. It was a short par 3, and then I hold a pitching wedge for a 3.
Nice
went on the card as a 3. Because I looked at the other guys. I was like, "You sure you saw the other one? We could just say it. You didn't."
I know, but the scenario is: do you claim it's a breakfast ball?
Legit. If it's a mulligan, if you're gambling and that ball's the one in play, and that's your first shot, it's a hole-in-one.
Not your first shot. I'm saying we're with the buddies, and we're all everybody all 4.
If you get 2, then the one that went first doesn't count because it's a ghost.
Right. If they're allowing it, that's what I'm saying. If the whole group allows it,
rule amongst the 4 that you're going to get a mulligan, then when you hit the mulligan, that becomes your real shot. The other shot was a practice ball. You might as well lined up sideways and hit it sideways.
Am I the only one that calls it a breakfast ball, by the way?
No, that's right. That's right.
No, I like the breakfast ball. That's good.
I don't play early enough to have breakfast balls. Maybe I will now that I'm alcohol-free.
Chance, I love this hypothetical, by the way, and one that I have discussed with my guys many times before. And Chad, you nailed it in that if you have an allowed mulligan, then yes, I think it counts. The guys that I play with on a regular basis, because we're awesome, each golfer gets 1 mulligan per 9 holes. Okay,
well,
so
you're playing a scramble. That's the beauty of it. You're playing a 2-man scramble with mulligans.
Yeah, from the ladies' tees. But if you have an actual, usable mulligan that is, that is going to erase that shot that went out of bounds. You're right. That didn't exist. That didn't even happen. Okay.
Right.
And so
especially if you're the type of golfer like that I am. Like, we really need to celebrate that. If I could actually figure out the hole in one, you're damn right. That's a hole in one.
I think we have a lot of different opinions than the people up north, because the phone calls coming in, those Yankees up there, they're like, no, that wasn't your first shot. That wasn't your first ball. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah.
Again, it depends on what level of
mulligans. They're all snotty, use the real rule book, not have fun, whatever.
Yeah, if you're going to be a stickler, be a stickler. Otherwise,
here's a way to solve the mulligan problem if you really want to.
Beau can still talk.
Yeah.
Always. In all ways. If you're going to use a mulligan and you hit your first shot, you don't get the second. If you take the second one, it's not an either or. You're nullifying the first one. That's how we always play. Like, you want to go out the first tee, you hit one out there, but you know you can do better. How are you really feeling when that one in the middle of the fairway has to get picked up for you to try to hit one further? Not, I'm just going to swing twice and see what happens. If you hit it, then you have to use it.
Yeah. Golf philosophy this week on The Outsiders. Thank you for that chance. Well done. Well played. All right. Before we get out of here, gentlemen, I am told there's some sort of dick move of the week we need to discuss. Beau, is this yours this week?
Well, it's not it involves a dick, but it's not really a dick move. But when I heard the story,
this is YouTube. What's the other one?
Okay. And then after that chat, I got to tell everybody about an event Chance alluded to next Saturday for Super Cooper and Anaver's Family Field of Dreams that we need to tell everybody about. But here's the story that I read online, so take it for what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
But the big donor for the Miami Hurricanes, the one that writes all the NIL money, his last name's Ruiz. I think it's John something Ruiz. Mm-hmm. He's been affiliated with the program forever. He's a Miami bazillionaire.
Right.
He's the one that's allegedly stroked the $6 million for Carson Beck to come to Miami. It was him saying, Carson, I will pay you $6 million. And Carson said, cool. Well, apparently Carson and one of the Cavender twins of Miami basketball YouTube fame broke up.
Mm-hmm.
And Carson was not performing well in summer workouts. And when asked by Mr. Ruiz what was going on, he was told he was despondent about losing one of the Cavenders. So Ruiz went to the Cavender twins, and long story short, they were given an undisclosed amount of money, and he bought them both breast augmentation because they said that was the next step for their Instagram careers now that they're no longer athletes. So to make Carson Beck happy and try to protect his $6 million Hurricane investment, he not only gave the Cavender twins boobies, he gave them money. That's a dick move of the week in some way, but it ain't a bad one. I just thought.
Wow. I had not heard that story.
Are they paying it? This is my thing. So I read the story, Beau, and this is what I want to know. He paid for them to have the augmentation. He gave them a little bit of extra cash. So was part of that deal like, all right, I'm paying for your boobs and I'm giving you a little extra cash, but you're going to continue to date this dude till he's done with the season?
I don't know if they got in a fight and Carson said she was flat-chested and that's why they broke up, so they solved the – I don't know.
Well, his eyes need to be closer together. Do they have a surgery for that?
I'm just saying the twin sister got free boobs because her other sister broke up with the quarterback.
That's my inquiry, Beau. Both of them got boobs? Because the other one – the other one –
She went to him.
Chad, do you know this? The other one is engaged to Jake Ferguson, the Cowboys tight end, who I think just got he just got $50 million. Wow.
Why would but why would the other one matter? I thought you were gonna why would the other one need to get a boob job?
Jake Ferguson can't let another man buy his fiance boobs, right?
They can't be twins unless both of them have it.
I think
we're redefining identical twins on the show. All right.
If this guy,
I read, and that's all I read.
We're getting canceled. It's official.
That Ruiz went to one of them, whether it was Haley or the other one, and said, "What can I do to make this better?" And the answer was, apparently, me and my sister want matching bigger boobs. Like, wow. I don't know what to tell you.
So they wanted. All right. Hey,
they're a brand. I guess they needed them to be uniform and twin-like because they would need. If everything else is twinning,
y'all remember how great the world was when the most exciting thing in the world was the Double Mint Twins on a 30-second commercial on regular cable.
That was
baby.
a long time ago. That was a long.
They could make a little child give up fruit stripe experiment real quick.
But I just want you to think, in today's world, remember, double the pleasure, double the fun.
Yeah.
You couldn't get away with that today.
How dare you, Chance? I can't believe you're insinuating there was any double entendre there. How dare you?
Would this be, now we're way off the rails here, but in the pre-NIL era, is this against the rules? Like if Red McCombs would have bought Chance Mock's girlfriend boobs in 2001, would that have been an NCAA violation?
Well,
that's an impermissible benefit.
I'm just going to say, for the record, if it
it's
is
a noticeable benefit,
people who violated rules when they were at the University of Texas.
Yeah, we're not going down that road.
I'm not naming any names.
Nope, we're not going down that road. What we're going to do is we're going to hear from Specs, and then we're going to get the hell out of here before we get ourselves in more trouble. That's what we're going to do.
This summer, when the sun scorches and sanity is one sweat beat away from collapse, a hero rises. Specs. Your cathedral of cold cans, your oasis of cool.
Yep, there it is. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing and getting your notifications and all that stuff. Please make sure you're getting your notifications because we may be moving the show again. All right? We're not sure yet, but there may be a move coming because there's other shows coming around. Just get your notifications so you'll know when it's happening. Thank you guys for following The Outsiders. Thank you for checking the show out. And we are certainly, and Beau, I'm going to let you say what you need to say. We're glad Beau is back. Welcome back to Beau. We love having him back. All right, Beau, you need to hit something before we stop.
Hold on. Before Beau gets too serious.
Yes.
Because I don't know if y'all saw the news report today, but I just saw that high noon can. Have y'all read the news today about the high noon can and the Celsius cans?
I heard it. Was it?
I saw it. Yeah, it was on the news.
So, I heard about it. Yeah.
High Noon, actually, well, the bottling company or the canning company, whatever, made a mistake, and they put High Noon in Celsius cans and sent it out.
Do we know how big the batch is?
So I have no idea. But I thought, I mean, what a DUI defense lawyer hit the jackpot. They're like, my client was drinking Celsius. He was trying to be awake on the road. It wasn't his fault.
I have the can right here.
When I was 11 years old, gentlemen, I went to a Mexican restaurant in Austin, Parmer and I-35 called La Mirada, R.I.P. La Mirada, home of the choice, where I ordered a lemonade and they brought me, I'm 11 years old. I got no idea. Apparently a margarita. Whoa. And I'm drinking it and I'm like, Mom, it is hot at La Mirada today. So yeah, it happens. It happens.
Wow. Jason ate 6 enchiladas that night.
You know what? I never thought about it. Okay, I became a dangerous alcoholic. This is all La Mirada's fault. Okay, if they weren't well out of business, I'd sue their ass today.
A retroactive lawsuit going here is what we need. All right, Beau. Before we get out of here, what do we need to talk about?
All right. Next week, not this week, Saturday, August 9th, at the Field House in Cedar Park, or the Crossover. It goes by a variety of names. It's going to be a huge family fun day owned by the company. I'm putting it together. Water park, cornhole tournament, pickleball tournament. All some of the proceeds are going to benefit Super Cooper, which y'all know is near and dear to my heart. But upstairs in the Marucci facility, the Hitter's House, we're going to have a free baseball clinic for, maybe not children, 17 and down, heading into the fall baseball season. We have a litany of former Longhorn baseball players. It's free to anybody that comes to the Marucci Hitter's House at the Crossover from 2 to 5 on Saturday the 9th. Let me give you some of the names who have tentatively committed. Danny Peoples, Taylor Youngman, Corey Knable, Justin Simmons, Austin Todd. There's more, and there may be even some bigger surprise guests, but the basic premise is if you have a son or a softball playing daughter that wants to go hit in cages and learn from people that have done it professionally and at University of Texas, come out. We'll have buckets where you can donate. The proceeds will go to the Ontiveros Field of Dreams. His daughter's she sells cookies. She's going to have her cookies, Gigi's cookies, available for sale there too. There will be, my company's going to be giving away back to school stuff from noon until 6. Amazon cards, HEB cards. It should just be a great day at the field house. It's free. Just show up. Go up to the Marucci hitter's house if you want your son or daughter to get some hitting and pitching lessons. Because like I said, Knable's going to be there. Taylor Youngman's going to be there. Simmons is going to be there. We're working on getting some others. Coach Harrington said he was going to try to come out if he could. There's a lot of people that I'm trying to still reach out to. I kind of lost 2 weeks in the ICU, but it's going to be a hell of an event. So back to school a week from Saturday at the Fieldhouse.
Beau, if anybody wants instruction from a former Round Rock High School bullpen catcher with 1 career home run, I am busy.
It's a damn shame we had a special location for you because Texas put out a tweet that they were looking for.
Oh my God, I saw that.
And it listed the benefits. Walk around campus in your Longhorn gear with pride.
You know about this? They're looking for a bullpen catcher at Texas. I was like, I don't have a job. I need to go back to school. I'm
Get on that list, Jason. Get in there. What are you doing? I've also heard, since you can't be there, Drew Barrymore actually has an availability. She could be there, Beau, if you need her.
Who would play Drew Barrymore if she died? Because that's what
Oh my God. All right. There we go. And it got weird and twisted at the very end.
Well,
I'm just trying to have a little fun. Let's make a Drew Barrymore callback, and then you made it weird.
I do it all the time, Chad.
Oh, the answer is Haley Cavender.
What's the other one's name?
Oh.
Pre-op or post-op Haley Cavender? Which one?
Oh, Haley is the one Carson Beck's with. I don't remember which one Ferguson's.
Hannah Cat.
But nobody remembers the other twin's name. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Mr. Ferguson for the new deal. Jason and my Cowboys tight end got a new deal.
Well, that 7-win team's a killer, man.
Yeah.
I mean come on.
Hey, Beau, you weren't here last week, but just so you know, your Titans are 2,000 or plus 20,000 to win the Super Bowl this year.
Man, talk about kicking a guy while he's dead. The man got out of ICU.
He's got nothing to say.
The man got.
You want to know the ultimate insult to Titans fans? And I only know this because Razor's a Madden fan and NCAA college football. You know what they gave Cam Ward as a quarterback? His Madden rating?
I mean, he's a rookie.
71.
Yeah, that's about right.
He was the 63rd rated rookie coming out of the class.
You say 71?
Huh?
You say 71?
He's a 71, but there were 63 others that were out of that freshman class that was just drafted that were higher rated than Cam Ward.
You know who's a 99?
Better than Happy Gilmore. I mean,
Josh Allen.
Oh,
Josh Allen, 99. That might be overcooking Josh Allen.
He shares in common
what?
With
right? 99? We don't
you know what? You know what?
Anybody at 99?
Hey, you know what your Bills share in common with my Titans? They have the exact amount of trophies in their cases the Aggies do. 0.
Oh, what is that? What?
That was unnecessary shade, Chad. Unnecessary.
You know what? I think everybody.
I'm getting angry.
This is I apologize, Beau, but
this is weird, man.
Beau, I looked up Will Levis's Madden rating. It's also 71.
But he doesn't have a shoulder.
He's not even playing. He's
there it is. Weird episode of The Outsiders where everybody takes a stray except Jason Dick. Kind of an interesting episode this week.
I'm out.
Fantastic. All right. Thank y'all for liking, subscribing, and getting those
episode.
And what was that?
The Reese Davis episode.
The Reese Davis episode. That's right. Thank y'all for getting those notifications. Make sure you got those for next week. As we get closer to the season, things may adjust a little bit on The Outsiders, but we do appreciate you guys being with us. And keep checking Orange Bloods Live for all the content. Practice reports. Go to orangebloods.com. Get signed up for $1 for your first week to try it out. Are you kidding me? Incredible deal as practice gets started. Go to orangebloods.com. Get signed up. Get all the info, all the content. And we'll be back next week with The Outsiders. Until then, we love you, Beau. We're glad you're back. Don't drink whatever you're not supposed to drink. Don't eat whatever you're not supposed to eat, so you can come back for more Outsiders, because we cannot do it without you, and we can't do it without all of you. Until next time, we are The Outsiders, and we are legitimately worth a shit. See ya.